Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, hi.
Hey. It's us.
Joining us. You are joining us. Fuck. Welcome back.
You are
joining
us, and we are also joining us.
You will be joining us on
better
another
join
exciting
us.
edition of No Bards Allowed, a Dungeons & Dragons TTRPG podcast hosted by a bunch of amateur entertainers, professional friends.
Nice, got it.
Professional friends.
Friends.
Hello, everybody. How are we doing?
Oh,
Feeling
great.
Honestly, a little razzled after the last session because
Would you say dazzled as well?
any rhyme of razzled is at play here because
Frazzled?
any rhyme, guys, like I said, any rhyme is good because who
Can't
and
think of another one.
this is gonna be on a shirt. Who the fuck is Gareth Vol?
Yeah. Who the fuck is Gareth Vault? We know who he is. Maybe I am
It's
your
been one
dungeon
episode, so
Alright.
now we actually have the shirts.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
we're all wearing
Get in-
them now.
get in the store.
We're all wearing
the shirt
them.
right now.
Go to NBAstore.com for your for your shirt.
Scroll down.
NBAofficial.com /D&D store.
If there are any,
you'll find it there.
if there are any jerseys, you're in the wrong place. You need to go somewhere else.
well,
for
where
merch.
No.
We're gonna have jerseys.
If there's
We should.
jerseys, you're in the right
No,
place. You just have to email that store and be like, "Hey, where's the Gareth Vol shirt?" And
Yeah.
they'll be like, "He hasn't played for us in 3 centuries."
He plays on the Demerara Demons.
Yeah, they're very good at sports.
They crush everything.
I didn't introduce anybody, including myself. Hello, I'm B. Felons. I'm your dungeon master. Let's go around the circle and say who you know who we are, but let's say it anyways.
I'm Will, and I'm playing Saren.
Oh, you
Shake
motherfucker!
Shake up!
No, counterclockwise. What?
I'm Fused, and I'm playing Bilbin Billings.
I'm Shay, and I'm playing Oz.
That's fine. Save the best for last. My name is Dart, and I'm playing Arthur Page Llewellyn.
Oh, yes, you are. All right, freaking. Let anyone have anything they want to say before we just start
No.
playing this lovely game we all love? Okay,
Yeah,
if you
let's
so
commit murder.
okay.
We're going to change the trajectory of our lives right now.
Do whatever you want. All right, well, Arthur, if you wouldn't mind, let us.
That's nope. I'm not saying it this
Bilbin.
time.
Holy smokes!
there
I'm
it
sorry,
is.
Bilbin. That's your name, Bilbin.
Yes.
If you would.
Yes. Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man still. Oh, sorry. That was a little note to myself. Last time on No Bards Allowed, we met this feller named Forrest. You know, can still never get that name right. I'm still not sure I trust him, being that I think he's a pirate and all, but he did tell us about Arthur's older sister, Paige Llewellyn, who he hasn't seen in centuries. After that, we went to the Church of Sambucius. Me, Saren, and Oz all tried to convince the High Priestess to let us see that passage underneath the church. But she refused because she thought I was stealing not your High Priestess's twisted teas, whatever she meant by that. I went on a little shopping trip where I met a very rude man named Pierre Le Chap. And after that, we went to dinner at Sambu, where Finster tried to poison us on accident. And then he was arrested by the Guardians for murdering their friend. I hate those dang Guardians and want to fight them, but we also heard some sort of sound down in the cellar. Saren? Oz? Arthur? Did you just hear that? You hear that noise?
You hear Finster say, "What is the meaning of this? What do you mean I murdered your friend? You're the Guardian. I would never. I don't know why you think I would." And the Guardian that has been speaking to him looks at him and says, "Yeah, well, these folks you're here with last night found a body last night, and there was a throat slash, and the cut mark matches the chef's knife covered in blood that we recovered earlier this afternoon with your initials on it. That couldn't be. All my knives are right here. Yeah, well, sorry, but you have to come with us.
Where'd you get the knife?
Hold on.
Where is Franz? Where is he?
Franz is there. Franz looks shocked. Franz is standing there looking absolutely shocked. The knife was recovered by one of our guardians in an alleyway on our patrol routes.
You found a chef's knife in an alleyway.
Covered in blood.
Which alleyway?
2 blocks around the corner.
Why would Finster take his chef's knife out to an alleyway 2 blocks away from here?
We don't know yet, but his initials were on the blade.
Initials could have been anyone.
Doesn't matter. We're taking him in for questioning.
Finster?
Guardians reach for shackles, and they shackle Finster's hand.
He's in the middle of serving us dinner, my friends. Are you gonna deny paying customers their food?
For a potential murderer? Yes.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, that definitely checks out. Like,
I can't argue.
I'd probably want that if I was...
They're starting to walk Finster out of the building.
I want to message him. Like while they're shackling, I'm gonna message him, and I want to say, maybe we may be able to help you, but first I have to know, what were you cooking the other night when we first met?
Cooking a stew. It was I'd already cooked the stew. If you saw me blocking the way, it's because every other day there's something with poison in it. I don't understand what's going on, but I didn't kill anyone. I have an old set of chef's knives downstairs with my initials engraved on it, but I didn't kill anyone.
And I want insight on that.
Cool.
Really? Yeah, it's a 7.
I will leave it up to Saren to whether he feels like he can trust Finster for his word at this point.
I think I'll just nod and just watch them escort him out.
Yeah. Finster is escorted out by these guardians. And the one thing he made mention of is the fact that he has an old set of chef's knives that he keeps stored down in the cellar that Bilbin would have been in earlier in the day, moving things around. What's everyone doing?
Knowing that he can't do anything about the situation with him in handcuffs, I think Oz is now concentrating on the sound that he heard from underneath.
Cool.
So he... Franz, right? Is that the name of the guy? The sous chef?
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks to Franz and says, "You heard that too?
What'd you hear?
Noise from downstairs."
Oh, I didn't notice in the commotion. Was there a noise?
I'm going down. Let's go, Arthur.
Yes.
All right. If you want to, yes. You'll have to go behind the bar, but there's a door for the cellar over around the bar.
I also want to go down there and check out this. He said he had some old knives down there.
Yeah.
If one's missing, then maybe somebody took it.
Yes. Feel free to. I'm gonna clean, I guess. Franz looks like frazzled,
you need any? Are there still? I would look around. Are there still people that are waiting for food and stuff?
The people that are left are like finishing up the restaurant, and it looks like everyone saw this happen, and it looks like that they are. Yeah, people are like paying their tabs and leaving the restaurant.
Well, I would turn to Franz on my way down and be like, "Well, once we're done down here, I can pop back up and help you clean up and close down."
Thank you. That's very kind. Sorry, shocked. All right, you guys go to the cellar door.
Bilbin, you should go down with them. You've been down there before. I'll wait here.
Yeah,
just in case.
We have to go behind the bar.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Stan. You mind if we pop down there again?
Yeah. I hear. Let me. Stan looks shocked too. Doesn't have time to, be an asshole right now. He's like, sure. Why do you need what's down there?
There's a commotion underneath the floorboards.
Oh, all right. I mean,
Nobody's down there that you know, right?
No, I mean, it's just storage.
All right.
Well,
Here. He pulls the floor back, and there you see the staircase down.
I'll give him a pat on the shoulder. Don't you worry, Stan. We'll take care of it.
All right.
You just watch the bar, all right?
Yeah, I'll watch the bar. I'm gonna clean up, I guess. Yeah, you'll head down there.
Yep.
Cool. Saren, what are you doing?
I want to go to the walk-in with poison and disease up, and just sort of look around for more belladonna and see, does it look like it just could have accidentally fallen in? Is there other things that are poisoned? Just anything that feels like a hint towards how this actually happened.
Okay, cool. You go in with your ritual spell up, and you don't sense anything coming from the walk-in upstairs. No poison. From the only poison that you'd appear that soup that y'all saw yesterday was probably thrown out, and then that ice cream is still the only thing that's pinging your radar. But it doesn't appear that there's anything else in the walk-in currently that is setting off your poison sensors.
Cool. And I'll just hang out up here, keep an eye on the floor.
Cool.
Make sure nothing's getting too rowdy. Nobody's trying to dine and dash.
Excellent. Perfect. The three of you head downstairs. Everyone make, and just as a reminder too, the cellar room, there's different bags of dry goods, some rice, couscous, pasta, herbs and spice racks, silver bottles, backstock, all sorts of that stuff. And then there is a little desk in the corner with some random paperwork sitting on it. Looks like books for the restaurant. What's everyone doing when they get down there?
I immediately use my class feature, and instead of ritually casting Identify, I ritually cast it, but I cast it at the normal casting time with my class feature.
Cool, great. And what are you casting Identify on?
Sorry, not Identify. Detect Magic.
You do not detect. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. What you detect is a similar feeling magical presence to the one that you felt underneath of the library in that room. You sense some sort of energy coming from one of the walls across the room, one where there's less. There's not really anything stacked in front of it. Do you go over to look?
First, I convey what I see to Arthur. Arthur, there's similar magic that I saw in the secret room in the library. Beyond there, it's just there. I approach, but can I also make a perception check as I'm going to see, just to make sure there's nothing hiding anywhere?
Yeah, make a perception check.
I've got both hands on my cast iron pan, and without even thinking about it, cast light on it.
Cast iron.
You guys light on it? Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that you casting a light is gonna give advantage on the roll.
Thank goodness, because it was a nat 1.
Yeah.
Dude, I wish I had cantrips.
14.
You, from behind one of the spice racks with Arthur's light cast on it, you see a small pair of weird glowing iridescent eyes standing behind this shelf. You'll have to go closer if you want to see more, but you see this out of the corner of your eyes. I would say you haven't. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's registered that you've seen it yet, but you see this pair of iridescent eyes behind one of the spice shelves.
I cantrip message Arthur, discreet as I can by not changing my head motion. No sudden movements. Something's watching us behind a spice rack over there.
Huh? Where?
His eyes.
It's like 2.5 feet off the ground.
Oh, little eyes. Come here, kitty. Come here, kitty.
Do only both of you know that?
I guess so.
Right, because I'm down there with them.
You are. If Oz hasn't told you yet, then you can make a perception check as well. Do you tell Belpin about the?
Yeah, I do.
Cool. You all see it. You see one pair of eyes staring at you from behind this rack. Doesn't even do anything in this moment.
I did what I just.
You whistle and it doesn't. I think it does not move at all. It looks like that they whatever it is or whoever they are, whatever it is, they do not move.
I whisper to Oz and Arthur. What do we think that is?
This looks like a little cat to me or something.
Well, we should just
like
go over
a
there.
dog or
We should go over there and just
maybe a
make
moose,
sure.
Maybe a deer.
Moose
What?
down the cellar.
I don't know.
Now, I've seen some
We found
crazy things.
we
in
found
my
a
day.
mushroom man down in a library.
Hey, honestly, you're right. We've seen just about everything that could possibly happen.
A lot of things.
I'm gonna move.
You are
I cast fireball.
as the word mushroom man is said, you hear two footsteps scurry, one faster than the other. Little footsteps scurrying across the floor.
He's getting away.
You see with your panel light, you see two 2 to 2.5 foot tall mushroom creatures scurrying towards the magical wall that you felt. One of them, they both have like these like tiny little satchels on, and one of them has a knife set in their hand, and they're running towards the wall in the corner.
I immediately start sprinting towards that wall.
Okay, great.
Wait, come back. We just want to talk.
No. You.
And
sorry,
with-
you don't
with
hear.
axe in
You don't
hand.
hear. No, you hear like a.
Like
You race towards the wall. Give me we're not going into initiative necessarily in this moment. Let me see if you catch them though. So if you could roll an athletics check.
Can Bilbin just say fuck yes? He'll roll an athletics check.
Great. And you don't have a high roll to
Do I have
beat.
advantage?
You don't. No.
Because I'm Bilbin.
You're mobile, aren't
fucking
you?
Billings.
You're mobile, aren't you?
I am
I'll give you
mobile.
advantage. I'll give you advantage because you're mobile. I don't know if you would have needed it either. Though. We'll see what you
where's
got.
B? Where's the dice jail? So I rolled an 8 with advantage.
To be honest, that might be enough. Give me a sec.
Well, my bonus is +5. I rolled a 1 and a 3.
It's great. So here's
Of which case, can Saren's player character Will Stone please put that in dice jail?
please. We have a dice jail, gang. Anyone who's listening, we have a freaking dice jail here.
And by the way, the dice jail is like the size of probably like, I don't know, roughly maybe like Chili's.
It's the size of Manhattan.
It's like
you know?
it's like the size of like your average Chili's in your hometown.
Yeah, it's pretty massive. We're in a really big room right now. It's a huge studio that we
Yeah,
have. So
if the dice jail's the size of Chili's, I would say the room that we're in is like roughly the size of Lake
an
Michigan.
Amazon warehouse.
2 Applebee's.
And then, Lake Michigan's roughly the size of 2 Applebee's, for sure. Well, because, like, no one knows the back rooms of Applebee's, and those things go on forever. Well, that's, again, guys, like, you have to, it's kind of if you know, you know.
Let me tell you about the back rooms of Applebee's.
all right. So
You don't want to go there.
I've been lost there for years.
here's the good news. So these little guys have a -1 to the 3 and the 6 that they rolled,
That tracks.
and so
So does an 8 win?
yeah. So you
Let's go!
So
Nice.
you catch
Bilbin's
up to
finally getting a
these little
break.
guys. Do you run in front of them? Do you grab one of them?
I try to, like, hook my axe around one of them and pull them down, but I don't want to use like the. I don't want to like hit them with the axe. I want to use the axe to like stop them. So mostly, I want to hit them with the shaft. Of the
Okay.
axe.
Let's do an opposed athletics check for a grapple. I think would be the.
Yeah, I'm essentially trying to use reach, not like the term reach, but using a little bit more reach to like grab them and pull them down.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, let's make another athletics check to try to. We'll call it. We're gonna say you're trying to grapple this small creature.
So can player character William Stone please put this second
That
dice?
one?
No, it was a 2.
Oh my god!
But a 2 after a 3 and a
So-
1. I mean, that's a 1, 2, 3. Luckily I have more. However, I rolled a
So-
7 with additives,
And
and then Will Stone.
so you miss this little guy with its
Thank
axe,
you.
but they both you're like right up on them, and it turns around, and the next thing you feel is this. Just to you, Bilbin, you see spores shoot out into the air from both of them, and the like slight screeches that you were here earlier, you hear 2 small creatures yelling, "Please don't hurt us! Please don't hurt us! Please stop! Please don't hurt us!"
What are you doing here?
We had to come back.
What do you mean back?
The bad one made us come back.
Who's
for
the
rest.
bad one? Speak.
She would hurt us like the others.
Hurt us?
Leader said we must, or she will hurt us like the others.
Who's her? Who's
The bad one.
the bad? Listen, you're not in trouble. Can I just say you're not in trouble? I just want to talk to you. Also, nice to meet you. I'm Bilbin.
We are part of the group. We are.
The group. Who's the? Are you in a band?
We are Sprouts.
You're in the Sprouts. That's a cool band name.
We are Sprouts.
Are you here on a mission?
Yes, we have to go.
Now, hold on, because I also have to go. But if both of us have to go, that means we should at least chat it out for a second. So, I'm Bilbin. Your name is?
We are Sprouts.
So you're Mr. Sprout. Okay. Is it Dylan or Cole?
Sprouts.
Yeah. Okay. Sprouts. Yeah.
They lift up the one with the knives, lifts it up over its head and says, "For this."
So, I'm gonna, can I just ask one question? And while I'm doing that, I'm like signaling to the boys to like get around them.
Bilbin, what's going on?
I just like signal to them to try to get around them in case they try to escape. So we have like a backup plan.
As you both approach,
At least I try to signal to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would be approaching. I
I'm
would've
putting
said
myself in between
that.
them and the wall.
Cool.
okay. They see that and they like get back to back and sort of cower.
Just like kind of hands up.
They shoot more spores into the air, and the 2 of you also hear, "Please don't hurt."
Oh,
Now,
is this in our heads or out loud?
It's in your heads.
oh,
Mhm.
Arthur, do you hear that?
Yeah. Wait, we're not gonna hurt you.
No.
We have to take this. They hold up the knife bag,
Why do you have to take that?
so the bad one doesn't hurt us.
Well, who's gonna hurt you?
The bad one. Leader said we had to come get the rest for the bad one,
Why is your leader telling you to do stuff for the bad one?
so that they don't hurt us anymore.
All right. Well, where are you going with that? You want us to help you?
Go to leader. Help us
Yeah,
go.
we can help you get to the leader.
You just need to take these knives there?
We can take you to the leader, and you can help us all go.
Yeah, we don't want anyone to get hurt, so We'd be much obliged to help
no
you.
hurt?
Oh, absolutely. Hey,
No, of course not.
no, we actually are in it together to make sure people don't get hurt.
We take you to leader. You help us.
Oh, yeah. And if all goes well, no one gets hurt.
I'd turn to Oz. Hey, can you message Saren? Do you think you should follow?
Yeah. I attempt to make a message to Saren by pointing up towards the ceiling.
I would say that the you know Saren's what is message? What's the wording on message? Does anyone know?
Or
You can go through. I'm gonna say it works in this situation. You know Saren is upstairs, and I don't think that the floors are thick enough that it wouldn't be able to pass through that. So you send Saren a message.
Saren, we found more spores or mushrooms. They're going to lead us to...
More guardians?
No, different. Down here. They're going to lead us... They're going to lead us somewhere I think is very useful. Come down here.
Go ahead. I'll follow behind.
All right.
You stay upstairs, and the mushrooms, they look to you and say, take you to leader, you help us.
We'll help you.
They look at each other, these small little mushroom creatures. They're this like weird glowing iridescent. Their eyes are this like purplish red, but then they've got these like brilliant colors, like dark blues and purples and reds mixed with some gray. They have some minor humanoid characteristics, but you also notice that they like can kind of stand on their hind legs, but also like kind of like they also scurried a little bit on all fours. They look to each other, and one of them reaches into one of the little pouches they have, and they pull out a little signet ring that has a familiar logo that you can tell looks like an old ring for the monarchy that existed there. A bottle of wine, a blade of wheat, and a grape leaf crown. You see them you see them pull it out, and the one walks over and reaches up towards the spot on the wall where you felt magic again, and you see as the ring gets close to this, you see a symbol similar to the one that you saw downstairs under the library, and you hear the wall start to shift, and the stone walls open into a doorway. And it opens up into a dark, dank passageway. They look back at you and say, Come.
Yeah, as I'm walking towards the door, I message one more time to Saren and say, I don't know if you're going to get another chance to get inside. They have a ring.
Can I? I want to be at like the top of the stairs. I want to be able to like follow them as closely as I can without the mushroom guys being aware. If I can like stay in stealth, if that's possible. I don't know how quickly this will close behind them, but.
Okay. I don't know that you know either. I'm not even gonna have you roll for it. You haven't seen this door open or close before, so I don't think there's any way you would know.
Cool. I'll just want. I want to be at the top of the stairs to where if they head through, I can like stealthily come down the stairs and follow them if I perceive there to be time for me to do so.
Okay, cool. As you approach the top of the stairs, do you still have your ritual casting of poison and disease up? You sense similar readings of belladonna from the like some of the dried goods down here in the cellar. You sense you don't see like sprigs of belladonna or berries, but you sense belladonna in this cellar. And you also, I'm going to say you are now close enough to these little spores guys, as the cellars, the wall to where the stairs are is not so far, that they're little satchels. You also get a reading of belladonna from these little satchels, these spores, these little mushroom sprouts have with them. Great. They the two mushrooms walk through the door, and they stop right at the other side of the door, and they say, "Now you go.
All right. Yeah.
Come."
Lead the way. We're following.
They're through it already, but they're not walking away from the door until
Yeah.
yeah. No, you go. It door close.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You go.
Yes.
Yeah, we're
Go
going
through.
with you
Yeah.
to.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you
We
say?
are. Yes.
What'd you say your
I
name
am
was?
following along through the door.
Okay, great. They usher you to walk past them to go through the doorways.
Yeah, I'm
Now-
going through the doorway.
Okay, cool. Arthur goes through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we're going through together though. No.
When I told him, that meant
Sorry.
I'm following
Understood.
I wait till Bilbin goes, and then I walk through the door last.
Cool. You walk through last. They.
There's no sense of hesitancy in Arthur's demeanor with these guys. He's just following them along.
Cool.
Full trusting.
As you walk away from the doorway, it immediately begins to shut. I will allow. Did you make any movement towards the doorway?
The magically opened doorway?
Mhm.
No, not yet.
It is starting to close. I will allow you to make an acrobatics check or athletics check to get over there. As the doorway starts to close, I also.
Did it just automatically start closing, or did they move the signet ring to go close it?
It looks like they start walking, and as the signet ring moves away from it, the door starts to
Okay.
close back into
So
place.
signet.
Do you also want a stealth check? Because I would love to remain undetected.
Sure.
If possible.
Yeah, let's do it then.
Acrobatics is a dirty 20.
Cool.
Wow.
I'm gonna say Saren slinks down the stairs and is able to pass through the door as the light begins to fade from the outside. Arthur, do you still have your light cast on your pan?
Yeah. I haven't taken it down.
That is what's lighting the way right now. And
Stealth
It's like
is
holding
a
up the pan.
Yeah.
natural 20.
cool.
It's just a pan flashlight.
Saren is.
Flash in the pan. If
I'm
you
gonna
will.
say Saren is undetected, and unless Saren makes himself known to any of you, I don't know. With the door closing, I don't think you all know that Saren's with you. Right?
I don't know. Yeah.
So Saren has passed through the doorway, and you are following. You are all now in a passageway. It is dark and dank. There is stone all around you. It is fairly dry down here. It would seem though, there's a bit of a dank smell, but it doesn't feel like there's any sort of drainage or moisture that comes down to these particular tunnels. And as you walk, the mushrooms say, this way, come. And they lead all of you. You walk for...
Sorry, your cast iron is still casting
Mhm.
light. I would just be following behind, like what's the range on that?
Yeah. I just kind of have it as like a pan flashlight right now, just shining the way in front.
I'll be
Mhm.
just out of range, where I'm just still kind of tucked in shadow.
Awesome. As you walk down the first hallway here, make a perception check, everyone. Do you have dark vision, Saren?
I'll do disadvantage.
Yeah.
I should do it for being behind. at
You make
least.
it. You make it. No, you can make it. But yeah, make it with disadvantage. Perception. What do you?
14.
14. Okay.
9.
Belvin, my guy.
Philbin's just been absolute chalk tonight, but that's okay.
Perception?
Yeah.
16.
Okay.
We got a 19.
Cool.
How do you do that?
Arthur.
19 on the die.
Yo, tell me how to do that.
19 on the
I
die.
got a 20 and an 11.
Arthur casting light, and right in front of yourself, and Saren being able to follow behind. One thing you do notice is that there's doorways that you're passing, similar to the one that you just came through. Like, you don't see a doorway, like it's stone, but it looks like on this other side that there's this. It looks like there's a rectangle carved in the wall where a door might be from this side of it. And then what I would say is you notice the same symbol from the signet ring. You see little they look like some sort of like button or something on
Similar
the ground.
to the small chamber underneath the library.
This is yes, it's similar design of it, but
Yeah.
these are all the same logo with the grape leaf crown.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like similar to that like push button style thing, but they're on the floor near all these doors.
On the floor.
On the floor.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so far it's just like one hallway that we're going through right now.
Yeah, you're walking down a hallway. You move along. As you do, the hallway opens up into a dark, dingy room. The light from your pan illuminates what looks like some sort of old weapons supply room down here.
Does everything so far look a lot older than where we just came from before passing through that door?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, there's like old bows and rusted tools on the wall, and like barrels and some random barrels and bins, like assortment of like swords and halberds and arrows. Yeah, it feels a little bit more dank and musty in here. And the it's because you have illuminated the space. The walls look like they have like this like random like stringy cobweb stuff scattered along. The little Myconids look at you with the light, Arthur, and say with the spores link, we must be quiet here where they'll hear us.
Who's
Again.
gonna hear us?
Who's they? Yeah.
They don't like things like us, but they do like things like you.
Like to make friends with or to make dinner of?
Food.
Okay.
Now, hey, buddy. Who are we talking about here? You keep saying
Are you talking out loud right now, or are you?
I'm talking to the
Are you in the
spore
you're
servant.
in the spores link with them right
However
now, though?
we're
Or are you?
communicating
or
with them.
spore length. Yeah, whatever spore
Cool.
link. I'm like, hey, spore. Who? You keep saying this bad woman or something. Who is it? What does she go by? Maybe I might have heard of her.
The bad one.
Yeah, the bad one.
She's not here.
Yeah, where is she? Could you?
We're going to her. Be quiet.
Yes, but I think it might be advantageous of you to at least tell us who that might be, because you've seen her. Can you describe her? Can you describe her?
She's the bad one.
What does she look like?
Girl.
What facial features does she have?
Girl. And friends.
Is there anything else about this bad one that you can say? Like, does she any hobbies? Any favorite color choices for drapes or anything? Any food choices? Any does she like twisted teas? Does that ring a bell?
She's the bad one. Her friends have wings.
Fuck.
Everyone makes stealth checks as you walk through this space.
I mean, she was kind of
fucking 20, Dad. For a 19 on myself.
Cool. No. I was going to ask you, what do you add?
What are we at? What are we doing?
You add.
Stealth.
Initiative?
Stealth.
What do you add to your stealth?
2.
Cool. I don't think it's going to matter. Oz, what did you roll?
4.
Nice. Hey, I got a 19.
Sword in the fucking stone. That's a 5. Because I have disadvantage because of my armor. Unless you're saying I don't have disadvantage because I did really well talking to the spore servants.
So Arthur and Saren, you pass with ease, but taking the
Even though you're holding a bright, shining cast iron pan.
what's
And
splitting
ain't nobody can hear me. I'm like the wind, baby.
what's splitting the average of this group, and the fact that I rolled 2 nat 20s over here myself. You hear chittering, and along the walls, Arthur, in the light, because you rolled nat 20s on your stealth, I'm gonna allow you to see the fact that your friends have been seen by 3 giant wolf spiders
Shit.
crawling along the walls.
I rebuke them.
I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative right now.
Ah.
Funny enough, you all rolled pretty bad.
No.
Funny
And
enough,
so-
not funny at all.
And so with a nat 20, the Myconids go first.
Mike and Ed Colony in the
Nice.
Underdark. We're in the Underdark, aren't
The two of them look and say, "No, they saw us. We fight." And they both take an attack at one of the ones close to them. Because they're trying to help you get to their leader. And they hit. Both of them hit.
I did not expect
who?
the Myconids to help us.
Sprouts. Sprouts, be careful.
These little sprouts are going to help you out.
we? Oh, because the sprouts are neutral right now, or what? Are the sprouts enemies of us?
Well, they're like temporary allies, right?
Well, that's why I'm asking. Did they? So there's 2 Myconids that appeared, or 3 wolf spiders.
Yep.
The 2 Myconids are okay.
Yep. You see the 2 Myconids
Okay.
jump out, and they both yell, "Help get to leader, go home." And they go, and they both take their little fists, and they both hit spiders, and it like breaks one of it. They break one of the spider's legs, and it doesn't look great, but it's still up. So the Myconids get a nice hit in on one of these suckers. That then, moving down in the initiative, unfortunately, is the spider's turn. We are going to, I'm going to have the spider that got hit by the Myconids try to lash out at one of them. And it is going to hit there. And one of your little Myconid friends is killed.
Holy shit!
You hear so this Myconid gets the spider like lashes at the one that dealt the most damage, and it snaps at it. Its fang goes into it, and you see this Myconid immediately crumbles, and the other one, while it didn't touch it, crumbles and reacts as if it felt pain as well. And you hear, "No, brother." And the other 2 are going to take an attack at both one at Oz, one at Bilbin, since you were the ones that had lower stealth rolls.
I mean, you can try.
Can try. Bilbin does a 22 hit.
Okay, flex on us, wolf spider.
Yeah.
Can I get you to make a Constitution saving throw?
Poison.
I can do that.
Poison.
As long as it's not for nefarious reasons, yes. Constitution saving throw. Oh,
How'd you do?
19.
Nice.
You pass. You only take half damage on the poison, so you take 3 points.
I don't need that anymore.
3 points of piercing damage, and you take 3 points of poison damage. And then
Bilbin says, "Bring it on."
and then Oz does a 13 hit.
13 misses.
All right, cool. These giant wolf spiders chitter down from the walls, and they lash. One of them catches Bilbin across the arm with a sharp leg, and then the other one lashes out at you, Oz, and it misses.
Yeah, you see a shimmering like glow right where the spider tried to strike Oz as the mage armor deflects his attack.
Hell yeah, sick. All right, moving on. Bilbin, it's going to be your turn.
I'm immediately gonna lash back at the spider that sunk its fangs into me.
Hell yeah, let's go. Roll to attack then.
Yeah,
Attacking with your axe, right?
attacking with the fireman's axe. That's correct. 10.
10 misses. You swing at the spider with your axe blade, and you miss it completely, unfortunately. Anything else you want to do on your turn right now?
Am I in range of a opportunity attack if I would move?
Yeah, if you move, the spider that attacked you would get an opportunity to attack at you.
Then I will stand in the way of the spider and the rest of my team.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Without invoking or provoking an opportunity attack.
Great. Yeah, you move into a position where you're kind of standing in between all these spiders.
Cool.
Awesome turn. All right, moving on. Arthur, what you doing?
Sprout! Get back! Don't let it hurt you. I'm gonna run towards the one that killed one of the sprouts.
Cool.
And just start clanging my pan. Don't you hurt him. And I'll go and try to hit one of its legs with my pan.
It hit.
I'll hiss back. 11.
11 does not hit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you swing at its. I think you hit it in the leg that already was broken, and it just doesn't
Damn.
And then this spider is just chittering at you.
I start hitting it on a rock on the ground. Yeah, that's right. Look at me.
Make an intimidation check.
Yeah. Nope. 19.
This spider looks confused by what you're doing, and it seems like these spiders probably. You'd probably guess they're in this like dark, dank room, and like, who knows if they've like seen other like humanoids like you in a while, and it looks a little taken aback, and it stumbles on its large legs. Anything else on your turn, Arthur?
Oh, yeah, look at me. Look at me, you big foul beast. No, that's it.
Awesome. Moving on, Saren.
From behind you, you'll hear a sort of chittering, almost like another spider is joining the fray. But I'm going to cast Speak with Animals. And to the spiders, I'll say, "Brothers, don't you see? They're leading us to greater prey."
Brother, we have no brother who speaks to us.
I speak as a friend. These few are leading you to many others. Many others to feed on.
The one that's hurt skitters back along the wall. The other two, unfortunately, make a persuasion check actually before I make a ruling on this. Let me have you make a persuasion check.
Let's go.
It's so bad.
No.
How does 2?
So
Nice. right.
So the one injured one rolled a nat 1 on their intelligence check, and these spiders have a -4. So that one does still, as much as a spider can limp away, skitters backwards. You're more than welcome to take an opportunity attack if you want, Arthur, as it does. The other 2 spiders stay up in combat with everybody.
That'll be my turn. I don't want to like come out of shadow and like lose stealth. I want to kind of stay out of everything if I can.
Incredible. I love it. Moving on. Oz, we're to you in the initiative order. What would you like to do in this moment? You are up in melee with one of the 2 remaining spiders currently fighting with you all.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to use my remaining spell slot just yet. So I'm going to... I'm in melee, right?
You're in melee.
Yeah. I'm going to cast a firebolt at disadvantage against the one in front of me.
Okay, excellent.
It's a nat 1.
That's not gonna hit even with your modifier.
Sick.
Yeah. Damn. I'm sorry. That sucks.
That's all right.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn right now?
I'm not moving because I'm not taking an opportunity attack. So I'm going to stand here and say, there's another one behind us.
All right. Awesome. End of your turn. The remaining Myconid is seeing its brother fall, is going to cower away, giving up its using its turn to try to avoid the remaining creature, which means we will move to the wolf spider's turn again. One of them is going to go after you, Bilbin, again, and the other one is going to go after Oz again as well. Does a 13 hit, Oz?
13 does not hit.
Bilbin does a 21 hit. I feel so bad, man. The spiders on you are rolling so good.
Yes! It hits.
Give me another Constitution save.
16.
You pass your save. That spider catches you with a fang, but it just grazes you. You only take 2 points of piercing damage, and because you saved, you only take 2 points of poison damage. It rolled very badly on its
Total of 4.
Yeah, rolled very badly on its damage rolls. How's Bilbin looking in this moment?
Honestly, Bilbin's been a lot worse.
Fair?
So
Fair enough?
I think Bilbin's surprised at how much he's able to withstand this fight.
Awesome. Incredible. Moving to the next person's turn, it is going to be to you, Bilbin.
Immediately swinging that axe.
Incredible.
He tries to swing the axe.
Not one?
No, not 2.
Damn, dude, what is wrong? Hey, here's the thing. I'm gonna make an observation to you. You're also
put this in the dice jail, William.
set
Stone.
your tray on your computer so that it's a little flatter too, for your own sake. I'm convinced that that's hurting you. Is that your tray is?
I'm not gonna
cocked.
re-roll because
You're
that's
hurting
No,
yourself,
that's
son.
fine. Yeah, you unfortunately you swing and miss.
It was a 7.
No, that hits now.
Seven will miss. Unfortunately,
I figured the +5 still wasn't gonna do much, but
7 will miss. Unfortunately, anything else on your turn, Bilbin?
I still want to put myself in between my allies and the foes. So wherever I can best align myself, so that theoretically the wolf spiders will attack me before them.
Cool.
What I do.
You are front and center. And you are getting attacked. You've been attacked on their turn so far, so it seems like that is working to a certain degree. Arthur, that is your turn. What are you going to do?
Great. Does it look like the wolf spider that was in front of me earlier is retreating, or will it be coming back?
It looks like it's fully retreated. The wolf spider that retreated was already very injured.
Okay, cool.
And so it looks like it is. Whether you all heard of like voice. Well, make a perception check because I don't know if Saren's made himself aware yet. Make a perception check.
Okay. 11.
You heard a chittering spider that sounded a lot like Saren doing an impression of a giant wolf spider behind you.
Wait, my DC is only 11. What the fuck?
You want to roll? Do you want to roll deception? Yeah. All right, fuck it. Never mind. I take it back, everyone. Hold for rollies.
Either way, I will see the spider retreating injured and will not bother it.
19 deception.
Okay, cool. You think there's another spider behind you now, though?
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna turn around and see Bilbin getting wailed on. Look down at one of the fallen myconids. This is really sad. And I will cast Chaos Bolt on the spider up against Bilbin. I rolled a 2 now.
Jeez, y'all, my goodness.
Welcome, brother. Welcome to 2.
We are rolling horribly.
Bro, I think the highest roll I've had all day outside of disadvantage has been a 13.
We just rolled 3 misses.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I look down at the fallen myconid and then look up at the spider, and it's like I'm flipping bacon out of my pan, and a bolt of energy just hits the ceiling of the tunnel. Ah, shit. All right. Next time.
All right. That's your turn, I assume, Arthur.
Yep.
All right, moving down the initiative order. Saren, it's your turn again.
You're running out of time to make the right choice. What do you mean? This is food. This is better food than we have. This is morsels. There's a feast ahead.
Give me another persuasion check.
That will be with a +0 to persuasion. That is a 16.
Nice.
You see the spiders turn to each other.
More food. It's been so long since we've had food this big, but even more. So much more. Where are you, brother? I'm close.
Give me give me a stealth check.
Yeah. 21.
Woo! Let's go.
We will follow you. We will follow them.
You see, you hear like Bilbin and Oz. Give me a perception check in this moment.
15.
7.
Do you want to roll? Do we hold your 19? Oh God.
Guys, I don't think I can ever roll a d20 again in my life.
Ooh, that's only an 8.
Oz, you being next in the initiative order, you hear now you.
I will also say, as this is happening, if you're looking, my eyes will be glowing as they do.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the spider in front of me.
Glowing what color?
You hear a chitter. You hear a chittering of what would you think would be another spider coming from the direction you came, but you can tell that it's Saren, like using the skill that you saw him use the other day to speak with animals. And you, as he gets
That was today, by the way.
today. Sorry. Oh my God. Different. Yeah. Earlier today. You see these two spiders. Saren, do you have anything else to do on your turn? As a note.
No.
You see these two spiders start to crawl backwards. It is your turn. Do you do anything as they start to retreat's the wrong word, but they are slowly starting to move away.
No, I think actually as they're retreating, Oz is going to shoot a firebolt at him.
Actually, wait.
If I still have an action,
Yeah.
can I message Oz
Sure.
and just say, we find allies in all kinds of places?
Okay. I don't fire a firebolt, and I say, "You're saying the spiders are allies now?"
They could be.
Oz lowers his hands, kind of backs up towards Bilbin and Arthur, and ends his turn.
All right. Unless anyone's going to do anything else, I will allow us to come out of combat. Unless
Bilbin's been battered and bruised all combat, so he is
Cool.
ready to get out of combat.
yeah. You ran into some giant wolf spiders, and they retreat as Saren, who not all of you have necessarily spotted yet, causes them to retreat backwards. The young Mycodon on the ground is over its friend and says, "Bad. So bad."
Are they like the bad one?
No. Bad one like you.
Like me?
No.
Okay.
Walks on two legs.
Are we close to the end of this corridor hallway thing?
Yeah. The mushroom looks to you all and says, "Gary?" And ushers towards its fallen friend.
All right, little guy. Oz reaches down to pick up the Myconid and fireman carry over the shoulder.
We got 2 firemen in
Does Saren say that out loud?
Absolutely not.
Awesome. You pick up the Myconid and it looks to you and says, "Thank you." And it pulls at your pant leg and says, Come this way." It ushers you towards another hallway. Do you all follow?
Of course.
Yes.
Lovely.
Following.
Yes.
You follow the Myconid down the hallway, and as you walk down this new hallway, it looks to all of you and says, "There are bad things in the walls. The bad one didn't tell us about, but they go whoosh whoosh sometimes."
There's more bad things in the walls?
Whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah, bad.
What is whoosh, whoosh?
Be careful.
Okay.
Who's leading the way right now?
I guess I'm the closest because I'm the most trusting of these guys, I think.
Cool.
I'm probably right behind Arthur.
I also have the light source, so.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
it
if you would not mind making a perception check with advantage for me with your light source.
I'm super good at this. Hoo-wee! That's an 11.
It was not a high DC.
Nice.
You
Mediocrity.
You.
Yes.
Oh well. Hey, here's the thing.
Level 2.
I'm not trying to hurt everybody all the time.
Well,
You see,
well.
along with the as the leader and with light, along with the you see some similar doorways, presumably leading to other exits from this passageway. Little raised platforms on the ground. You also start to see a couple raised bricks on the floor. Look like they're a little bit higher, not as flush with the rest of the. Like it looks like it'd be like if there was bricks laid or like stones laid, and one of them was protruded slightly more.
like we're going on, like we're beginning to ascend?
No,
Or just like there's certain ones.
like you should
that
maybe
are-
not step on them. Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's sporadic bricks.
Yes.
Heard.
Yes.
Great. I would look back at everybody then and watch out for the raised bricks. Looks like maybe these guys are talking about traps. I want to connect with the sprout guy. Be like, have you ever been through any of these other doors?
We go through the doors that leader says because the bad one.
Where do they go?
They go to spices. They go to rice.
Okay.
They go to rooms.
Sure.
They go to food.
Any go to books? You know what a book is?
Book.
Paper, scribbles.
Many have book.
Does one have a lot of book?
I've never seen a lot of book.
But you run about these tunnels, going through all these doors, collecting things
I go where leader says.
to like get knives like this, to get other things.
No, this, and it pats its pouch that it's been carrying around.
Uh-huh.
Bad.
Bad.
And it opens it up. It has a more intense odor, matching the one that you tasted in the fennel.
You're putting that
ice cream.
around?
For bad one.
The bad one's making you do this.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are getting hurt because of this. You know that, right?
She hurt us. We go home, you help.
We help.
Yeah. If y'all are getting hurt, that doesn't seem very good.
Mm-mm.
Sunlight burns.
Sunlight?
She puts us in sunlight. Hurts us all.
She willingly burns you.
Yeah,
Hmm.
the bad one.
Arthur, that don't sit right with me.
Nope.
You move along. You are led into Arthur's made check to see the markings on the floor, so you avoid some of the traps set in these hallways, which is great.
Shine my pan flashlight on them.
This it leads you into another. The corridor opens up into another like underground room, a little bit more filled out, a little less musty than the last. Also more empty. It just has a few chests lining the wall to the left, and then a few tables along the wall with knocked over goblets and random forks and knives, all rusted over. Doesn't really look like this room serves any larger purpose necessarily. And another corridor straight ahead and to the right that the magnet leads you down. Does anyone want to look around this room while we're in it, or are we proceeding right along?
Just following.
I mean, I think we would do like a general check, but not anything out of the ordinary. So like if anything stood out, we would see it.
Just some
No?
tables with spilled wine, rusted
Cool.
over silver,
Yeah.
couple chests. That's it.
I think we're good, yeah.
Cool.
I would check the chest. Like
Cool.
after they all pass through, I would check the
Yeah.
chest.
Roll a d4 for me.
Oh.
It's a 1.
Oh!
You open a chest and you find some couple beautiful scarves at the bottom of it, in the same color as the church.
In a big old purple
and
tongue.
you find
That's what I was thinking.
one gold piece and 4 silver.
Oh, nice.
I don't touch any of it. I close the chest.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Also smart.
Wise decision.
Nice.
Yeah, never trust a mimic chest.
Never.
Never. All right, you move on from the chest. You continue along, and you avoid traps. You walk down this corridor. There seem to be less doorways. You walk along for a little bit, and I think you've kind of weaved in a few different directions. I don't know if any of you know exactly where you're going right now, following this, miking it along.
I have no clue.
No.
But it does seem like the doorways become less and less. As we enter into another open space, you see a few rats gnawing on bones. A couple scurry away down the hallway to the right of you. And it looks like there's only the hallway you came through and the hallway to the right. So it looks like you're heading one direction. One of the rats continues chewing on a bone. as you enter what looks like an old torture chamber of sorts. Yeah, it's brutal. There's chains dangling from the left and center walls. One of them was holding a skeleton. As it looks like this room has sat unused for some time. It looks like something probably lost to time, but there's still loose whips and old knives and brown splatters across the gray stone walls and floor. Pretty gross. Yeah. Anyone stopping to see? Are you still following behind Sarah?
I'm still a ways back. I'm like 40 feet.
You walk through this chamber. Feel free to give me. Let's say Oz. Give me a history check.
That's actually a really good roll.
Finally, bro.
24.
Oh, let's go.
You would know that a room like this would, if there was like a dungeon or a catacombs off of a castle, there could have been like a torture chamber off of it, and so you might be able to posit that you are close to some sort of torture chamber that would have been underground beneath a castle. Do we all move along?
Yep. I dim the light from my pan a little bit.
Cool.
I convey, well, think we found our castle.
Do I still perceive the spiders following us?
Give me a perception check.
I swear we're going to the underneath fucking church.
23?
Yep. They're behind you. They haven't really seen you because you've been blending in really well, but they're around. They're chittering down the hallway. You walk down a hallway, and as you walk down this hallway, there are metal bars lining the walls. Looks like old jail cells of some kind. You see skeletal corpses and some of them, old rusted dishes. You continue along, and you see it comes to an opening. You enter into a decent-sized space in the corner of one room. There are cells, like cages, lining the walls in this space. Chains dangling along where there are not cages. You see a staircase in the corner, and as you follow this young myconid in the cages, what you see are larger myconids looking more humanoid in size throughout several of the cages in the room. And in a large cage along the far wall, along the left side, the myconid pulls you up and says, "Leader," and puts its heads down, and you see a myconid that looks... It is fungal, and it is, in a lot of ways, it looks like a larger version of what you see. It looks ancient, though, and it looks like it's got burn marks across its body, and it looks like it's been injured at some point recently. Hard to say how much, but this creature looks up at you and says, "Well, welcome to our home. I see that you found the little one running around. Are you here to help?"
Oz puts down the myconid off his shoulder in front of this big one. "Yes, we're here to help you, mainly to find the bad one.
Yes, the bad one. She is a vile woman. She and these infernal beasts, they found us in the Underdark. They threatened to destroy our young and all of us if we did not come and be their slaves. I never would have let it happen if I'd known that what we would be doing would be so terrible. I am sorry if you've seen the pain that we've brought to the people above. We've been trying to find a way to escape, but they're constantly watching us.
Why are they having you do this?
I've overheard her talk to herself and the other creatures, little devils, about wanting to make retribution for her god for the way that he's been treated, but I hear these devils. I feel like the bad one in charge might also be persuaded by another. I'm not sure.
When does the bad one come?
She will probably be here soon. Her others, they just skittered past. I assume to bring warning of your presence. There may be a fight on our hands. The rats, they're not to be trusted. She doesn't see them for what they are.
Where does she reside?
Up those stairs, in what I can only presume is her place of worship.
And this woman, the bad one, does she come here personally?
She does.
Do you know who she is? Has she said her name?
She hasn't said her name. She wears a hood over her head. She wears red and gold cloths, and she comes to personally make sure that I continue to send our young to do her bidding.
These myconoids are in cages. The one we're talking to, is he in a cage?
Yeah, he is. He stands up and in the cage, and he stands at like 8.5, 9 feet tall. Massive mushroom cap on his head. Eyes glow. These all sort of fantastical colors. They look like they're covered in his mycelium body almost, but he sees you, and if you... I can only imagine she'll be coming soon. If you hide, you may be able to catch her by surprise.
I know that you were only doing this to help your children, but you have caused a lot of pain.
I know.
Destruction.
We were run out of our home in the Underdark. We'd found the edges of these underground passageways. We thought we were safe here. I have remorse for what I've done, but I have to believe the lives of our network are worth saving. And I'm sorry if you disagree.
You will have to leave after we help you. You cannot stay here.
We will. Gladly.
Well, I think having them jump on her might be the best bet here.
Yeah.
Or
Maybe
do
we should make a plan of attack. Maybe she'll come back soon.
Are we wanting to attack or just see what's going on here? We don't know if this is who we all think it is. Are we worried that things might get out of hand?
Well, yeah, maybe we just
I'm not a fighter.
at least stick to the shadows before we necessarily just meet her up front.
You want to confront her rather than attack her?
I would rather confirm who it is before we just jump out of nowhere and start swinging axes.
Well, regardless of who it is, they're obviously doing harm.
Right, but I still think it'd be better to for sure know who this is and catch them off guard so that we would maybe have an even upper hand if we did need to apprehend said perpetrator.
Yeah. Whatever's been going on seems like it's been going on for a while. So us being here right now isn't gonna, we're just in the middle of whatever they're working on. So we're not gonna stop them in the middle of something heinous in this.
I think we should stick to the shadows, and Mr. Myconid later said she should be back soon, no?
Yeah.
So, what if we just hide out in the wings here, and
then what?
And then wait for her to come back, see if she does anything nefarious, and even if she doesn't, we do have a pretty good case. We just pounce on her. We start swinging.
And apprehend her? Like a guardian of salvation?
Apprehend? What? Either apprehend or, if we need to, take her out for good.
All right.
I would like to apprehend her so we could ask her some questions, but sometimes things don't shake out like that.
All right, gang. What are we going to do here? Are we going to try to wait out in the open, or are we going to try to hide around this room?
Hide and wait.
I say we try to hide.
Yeah, hide and wait.
Okay, great. I'm going to ask for two things then. I'm going to ask everyone to make a stealth check right now. I'm also going to, less a question, but if I'm going to allow everyone, you make after your stealth check, you will learn that this person doesn't rush down immediately. So if anyone wants to take a short rest, I will allow it right now.
Oh,
as well.
beautiful. Thank you.
I will not be hiding.
Okay.
You are just keeping me on my toes, baby.
I don't believe a short rest benefits me in any way.
Okay.
But I would like to, as everyone else settles into their spot, I would like to step out into the space and approach the Myconid leader and put my hands just up on the iron grating, kind of make eye contact with him, and then just close my eyes and wait.
Because I rolled a 5 on stealth, I also stand next to Sarah and close my eyes and wait.
Cool.
I rolled a 10 on stealth.
I rolled a 4.
Cool.
We might all be closing our eyes.
Well, I wanted to, as we were like wrapping up that conversation, turn to the Myconid that we'd been talking to. I'm not sure if I caught your name, by the way. Did I miss that? I'm not used to all this chatter in my brain here.
My clan calls me the Sovereign. That is the only name that I have known since the Sovereign before me.
Well, the Sovereign, it's great to meet you. My name's Arthur Page Llewellyn. I hope that we can help each other out here.
Thank you, Arthur.
You all wait. You are, I think you hatched a plan to be stealthy, but it is a room with cages and not a lot of other stuff. So, anyways, you are, some of you are hiding along the wings. Some of you are waiting out in the open, you eventually hear like a wood door open and close, and you hear quick footsteps coming down the stairs.
Everybody scatter. Everybody hide. Hide. Scatter.
Saren will stay where he's at, hands still on the iron grate of the Myconid cage, and just kneel.
You kneel behind the Myconid cage, and you all see descending the stairs a slight figure in a cloak of the church, with their hood on, and you hear a voice say, "All right, I know you're down here. Where are you? I know it's you. You've been around. The others told me I'd see you again. Where are you? Come on." And a mousy-voiced woman spots you standing behind the cage and says, "So you individuals come into our city and try to disrupt my God's work, trying to make this city better, and people keep trying to make it worse. Everyone tries to make it worse, and now you've all come here and tried to interfere? Well, I'm sick and tired of this. I will find a new way to execute what I want to. If I need to, we will take care of all of you." You see two rats that were skittering behind her from on the stairs to transform into imps. And you see
fuck.
I knew I should have done it. Fuckers.
And as the hood comes up, you see a young mousy woman, one Rosewood, deaconess of the church, with glowing, like, her eyes are glowing this like crazy color, and they're surrounded by this like wild red energy, and she looks towards your direction, Saren, and then she points to your right, and you see necrotic energy crumble from your hands as she casts Blight on the Myconid Sovereign next to you.
Fuck!
And in a matter of moments, the Sovereign that you all just met, the leader of this clan, as far as you know, goes from very alive to very dead. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yeah. Holy shit. Oh.
Cock.
Also, I do want to, for the record, say I was so close to casting Divine Sense in that church. However, I believe I was with Sarah and we were shooed out or whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, we were just upstairs.
Yeah, and you convinced me to be like, oh, let's wait until we go to the basement. And I was like, oh, sure.
I'm also going to say, gang, I do think we are right at that point where I think this will be a great place to wrap our episode. And I think at the start of next week, we will resolve whatever's about to happen down in the dungeons below the Church of Sambucius.
I rolled a 10. Bilbin rolled a 10.
Hey, this is going to be great, guys. A bunch of devils. What could go wrong?
So you rolled a 1?
I rolled a 3, so
Two
I
or
got
two?
So I'm at a 2, baby.
I didn't roll terrible. I rolled a 16. Also, I didn't tell you. I forgot to tell you. I did a arcane recovery at that short rest.
Beautiful.
Hey,
yeah.
She can cast Blight, and she cast it on the Myconid, so at least we don't have to. But that means she could cast other spells that are way above ours.
I would say
Incredible.
just like sort of to be continued this whole shindig, I will stand up and look at her and say, a god of cruelty doesn't sound like much of a god at all.
And then after he says that, I say,
Worst 3 gold I've ever spent.
And whenever he says that, I'll say,
And then after he says that, I'll say, the Sovereign, no!
Oh, I thought you were going to say, I don't know if we've met before. I'm
I
Arthur
was
Page.
going to do that earlier. That did flash through my brain.
Incredible. Thank you for tuning in again, gang. Sorry to make you wait along with the boys. I know they're excited. The gang here is excited for combat.
I'm so mad.
I'm sorry that we didn't get to it this week, but next week we will wrap this up one way or another. We'll see what happens. Yeah, she cast Blight. A little scary.
We're
huh?
all going to die. It's going to be
Hey,
fine.
you don't know. Hey,
Hey, it's just one of her.
She wasted her 4th level spell slot, so
you don't know what my monsters
It's
can
just
do.
one of hers and 2 imps.
Demerara, hell of a town. All right. Follow us on Patreon and subscribe to Patreon. Follow us on the other
Patreon.
stuff. Discord exists.
Yes. X, which might be Twitter. I don't know again.
I don't know. The Fuse is the only one that's going to use our X. So if you get on there, it's probably Fuse. You can DM. You can just message him.
Yeah,
It'll probably be
it's
him.
going to be me responding. Yeah. It's going to be cool.
Which is good. That's better. You can have a Billings experience. You can talk about not your priestesses, not your high priestess. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, no fire. No fire in the chat.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you for tuning in, gang. We love you. We will see y'all next week. Goodbye.
bye.
Bye, all stars.
Bye.